Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be learning about a Python program to implement a stack using a list. So before we begin with the program, we need to understand the basic concepts of a stack. So basically a stack is nothing but a list which works on the mechanism of LIFO, which is basically last in and first out. So let's say I take a list over here which has the elements 10, 20, 30, 40. So when I see the LIFO mechanism, it means the last one that is going to be inside is going to be the first one that's going to come out, and the first one that is inside is going to be the last one to come out. So we are going to be implementing this in the program using the push and pop methods. So what are push and pop methods? Push and pop methods are nothing but basically pushing in an element and popping out an element from a list. So without any further ado, let's get started. So now that we have defined over here our function push, what it basically is going to do is it's going to only execute if the user has entered the option 1. So I'm going to make the further structure after explaining this. So when the push function is called, what happens is that the element that the user enters is going to be appended inside this stack. So then after we are done appending it, we're going to be printing the stack. So now what we are going to do is we're going to pop the element. So before we pop, we need to take a criteria that if the stack is empty, we cannot pop out anything because it will raise an error. So I've given a condition over here: if len of stack equals to 0, which basically means that there's no element left inside the stack. We just need to print the stack is empty. This will only be printed if this condition is true. Then we move to the else statement. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take a variable in which we are going to store the popped element. Now that we have stored the popped element, we are going to be printing the popped element, and we need to make sure that the element that is to be popped is supposed to be the last element, and by default when you give pop like this, the last element is going to be popped. And after that, what we are going to do is we're just going to print a new stack. So now that we have defined our functions, what we need to do is we need to create a logic for calling them. So I've created a logic of while loop. So while the condition is true, what we are going to do is we're going to create a variable called choice, in which the user's input number is going to be stored, which is going to be from 1, 2 or 3. So now if the choice is equal to 1, what we're going to do is we're going to push. So it's written over here, enter the number. If it is 1, you have to push, right? So this function is going to be called, and if the choice is going to be 2, what we're going to do is we're going to perform the pop function, which is basically this. And if the choice is 3, what we're going to do is we're going to break it out and we're going to come out of the loop. Yeah, so that's it. So now let's just test this. So now that I've run my code, so what I'm basically going to do over here is I'm going to read whatever's written on top over here, which is the menu. So it has asked us to enter number 1 if you want to push. So I'm going to enter 1. So it's going to ask me now what I have to push according to the function that is going to be called. So it asks me to enter an element. I'm going to enter 12. Now it asks me to enter the choice. Again, if I enter 1, it should still ask me to push. So it asks me to push, so I'm going to enter 23. So now it's going to ask me to enter the choice. If I enter 3, I should quit. Yup, it works fine. That's it guys. If you enjoyed my video, if you enjoyed, please